So if you're a real estate investor or wholesaler, you probably have come across these postcards before. And if you've tried to purchase them, you've probably paid anywhere from 50 to 60 cents. I'm going to show you how to do these real cheap, cheaper than any mail house will do them. And it'll be so simple, you can probably get it off the ground in less than half an hour. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to easyexcelautomation.com, and you're going to want to pick up the Google Map image and property picture grabber tool. The next thing that I need is a list. So I'm going to go here, assessorsdata.com. This is similar to ListSource. You're able to go in here, pull absentee owners, pre-foreclosures, things like that. So I'm just going to go zip code. Let's see. I'm going to pull some NODs and our local zip code, 91701. Let's see what pops up. Okay, perfect. So 281. So now that I have that, download the Google Street View tool. I always recommend creating a file folder because there's going to be a couple of other file folders that this tool generates. You do need your own Google API key, which will be explained in another video how to go ahead and get that. So go ahead and close the tool and go back to the original file folder that you had. And now you'll notice that there's two new folders generated, the images and the files folder. So we're going to go to the files folder, and we're going to copy this file, the one that your tool created, and paste it in the images folder. This is going to save you time by not having to locate the file path in whatever program you create the postcards with, or letters. So I typically use Adobe InDesign, Illustrator, things like that. A little bit more complicated. You can create some very beautiful templates. But for today's lesson, if you're just starting off, you're not a graphic designer, use Publisher. Okay, it's easy. I mean, it really doesn't get easier than this. Okay, so all you have to do is open up a new template. I recommend just getting a 11 by 8.5 cardstock. Make your life easier. So we want to go ahead and do 4 up in this case, because this will work on just about any printer. So 11 divided by 2, that's 5.5. 8.5 divided by 2, that's going to be 4 1/4. I have them right here, but you just want to go down to custom under new, create new page. I'm going to put 5.5, 4.25, okay? And generally, I recommend a 1/4 inch for the margins. Let's just come up with, some text, or let's go see what one of these generic ones say. I want to buy. Okay, let's make this black. I'm going to go ahead. I mean, it's as easy as using Microsoft Word. So I want to buy. Let's use a, nice big font. How about impact? I want to buy. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to want to do, go ahead and click on mailings. You're going to click on select recipients. So let's go here. CSV, we're going to hit comma. Okay, we're going to bring them all in. And we're going to put insert merge field. Okay. So I'm going to do a text box. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up Publisher. This is the application that we're going to use to generate the postcards. I'm going to hit File, New, More blank pages. I'm going to do 5.5 by 4 1/4. That's the size I recommend because you can print 4 of them on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. So create new, page size under custom. Okay, so we're going to do 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I recommend a 1/4 inch margin. I'm going to hit OK. Now select the new page size. Okay. So now to design. Under Home, it should say Draw Text Box. I'm going to go ahead and just write, I want to buy, let's see, 40. Okay. 72. Impact. That's the font I'm going to use. Okay, let's use what? 50. Okay. Center. I'm going to create a separate text box for the property address. And make sure that you have preview results on so you can see the property address being merged. So now let's go to Insert Merge Field, Property Address, and now we're going to go to Home. We're going to center, Impact, Font, go to Pictures. Oh, I'm sorry, make sure that you're on Mailings, Picture, Google Street View Image. I got the roadmap too, so I'll go ahead and add both. Select both, center them. And it wouldn't be any good to make a postcard without putting my phone number to call. So, call me today for a cash offer. 909-315-5330. Don't recommend putting too much stuff on postcards. And if you run into this issue, right, where you want to bring this up, I always recommend just creating a separate text box. So here I'm just going to paste the phone number. Call me today for a cash offer. Center it and bring it down. Beautiful. Okay. And you can go to Mailings and see right here, you can go through each individual record. I always recommend going to Google, typing in one of these addresses just to make sure that you do have the correct image, because mistakes do happen. But that's it. I mean, now we can go ahead and get to print. Okay. So what I want to go ahead and do is go to multiple pages per sheet. We're going to go to Landscape. And now you're good to print. So now you're good to print. So that's pretty much all you have to do. This style right here is assuming that you're going to use mailing labels. If you want to go ahead and merge the mailing address on the back of the postcards, I'll show you how to do that right now. All we have to do is go to Insert, Page, and on the back, go to Mailings, Insert Merge Field. Excuse me, I forgot to create a text box. Mailings, Insert Merge Field, Property Mailing Address, Mailing City, Mailing State, Mailing Zip. If you have this problem where it's last name, first name, Easy Excel Automation does sell tools to parse them, but in this case, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's bring this down and center it. I'm going to go ahead and add the return address. Hit File, Print. We just want to make sure that we have it print both sides. You always want to flip on short edge, but now you'll see that there's a front and a back. The top left corner should correspond with the top right corner. Because if you think about it, you get a piece of paper, when you flip it over, it's going to be on the other side. But that's all you got to do. You can print this as a PDF. You can print it directly from your printer, but you should be good to go. Like I said, it's a very simple process. If you're going to do 100, 200 postcards, this is absolutely the only way that you should go. We personally won't even touch orders less than 500. And if we did, I mean, we'd probably charge $1 a piece. So here you can print them, get postcard stamps for 35 cents. And the whole thing shouldn't cost you more than 40 cents a piece. But if you have any other questions, reach out to Easy Excel Automation. More than happy to answer any questions that you have.